MoviePass is back. The beta relaunch is dropping in just a few hours. We're recording this on Monday, August 29th. Very exciting. MoviePass was a major part of this podcast when we first started off. How do you feel about it coming back?
See, MoviePass was a passage of time, figment of our past. Not was not needing it to come back at this time because we've replaced it with superior services like AMC Stubs A-List and Regal Unlimited, and MoviePass deserves credit for kind of pushing the big theater chains to move into this kind of subscription model for movie going, and innovation was necessary given that movie going needs that jolt to keep people coming. Of course, people know this, but MoviePass itself fell by the wayside after about a year, a little less than a year, I feel like, due to just its unsustainability of its model, despite pledges to sell user data to sustain itself. And I certainly made the most of MoviePass while it was in its prime. That was a good time, 2017 into 2018. But alas, I'm an AMC guy now, so we thank it for its service.
AMC Stubs List premiere, if I'm correct. But Dave, how many movies did you see on MoviePass back in the day?
Oh God, a ton,
I think I saw over 50. I think you saw
Yeah,
like close to 100, right?
think so. Yeah,
Used it and abused it. We were part of the problem, but hey, if that's the model that they're going to put out, use it to the maximum that you can. Movie Pass is coming back in a different way, though. So there's going to be three tiers to this: a $10, $20, and $30 tier. In most locations, they say that the prices may vary depending on the market that you're in. And with each tier, you get a certain number of credits. Obviously, the more credits, the higher your tier is. And these credits can be used for tickets to movies. However, if you go to see a movie on like a Thursday or Friday premiere versus like a Tuesday or Wednesday, matinee, it's going to be different number of credits that you use. So unlike the last time where it was just like the Wild West, if you can go see a movie that day, you could see seven in a week. Insane usage. This is a little bit more structured. What do you think
right.
about this model?
I mean, I guess it makes sense because it's more realistic for something that can last. From what I
Hmm.
understand, MoviePass is under new ownership and has been for some time. So they've been kind of taking their time to figure out the future of MoviePass, and of course, the pandemic probably delayed that as well. But yeah, I mean, perhaps this will latch on to a certain degree. Be curious to see how well it's marketed to people that aren't on the internet. So I feel like past MoviePass owners will probably figure this out, but anyone after that, who can say? Um, but we're going to talk about a movie later that, despite ample opportunity, really flailed at the box office. It's hard to get people to go to the theater, and maybe this will look like the right option for some people. Hopefully, that is the case because anything to keep people going. But yeah, I definitely need to see how it goes and just see how the company operates for some time to see if people can put their trust back into it in some form.
Yeah, it's as I think about it, if you're really like a big movie person, you probably have Regal or AMC's pass already. And so I guess when I think about the like maybe $10 level, kind of getting those like mid-tier movie people who maybe like don't feel loyalty to either company or just kind of maybe have a theater that isn't one of those big theaters near them that this can also be used for. I just can't imagine anyone who really likes movies that isn't already subscribed to one of those that's like, man, got to get this movie pass subscription. So I'm just really curious to see what kind of people end up moving towards movie pass as an option. But I definitely want to see it succeed. I really I appreciated movie passes pushing these companies towards the subscription model. I think it makes sense. You mentioned that there's been some attempts to try to get people into the movie theaters. I just want to say real quick, I saw George Miller's 3000 Years of Longing last night. And right before the movie, it's him talking about, you got to come to the movies. Thank you so much for seeing this in
Mm,
theaters the way it's
right.
supposed to be. You
Tom
see
Cruise did
this.
the same thing for Top Gun.
Yeah, exactly. You see a lot of people talking about this, and they're also doing a like cinema day coming up on the third. What's it called? What's the official name of
Like
the day?
National Cinema Day or
Yeah, something along
movie
those.
going day or something like that. $3
Exactly.
tickets across the board, multiple theater chains.
Yeah. What do you think about this move?
Well, yeah, great idea. There's nothing new coming out, you
Hmm.
know.
Yeah,
So
that's
like
the issue for me too. It's like,
that's
what are people
it,
gonna go see?
right. And even 3,000 Years of Longing comes out, first George Miller movie in since 2015. To most people, it's an original thing and makes no impression at all,
Hmm.
despite no competition. I think it is hard to get people into the theater, and a lot of it comes down to marketing and the way you sell and position a movie, and it's very complicated right now, and it's a haves and have-nots thing. Perhaps a system like MoviePass, like you said, a $10 low entry, low cost level might get people to go and give non-franchise blockbuster movies a chance at the theater. We'll see. You know. Um,
Yeah, I appreciate the attempt. I wonder if they might put some movies back in theaters for just that weekend sort of thing to try to draw more people out if they're able to like
yeah.
secure those rights or work something out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Believe Jaws is going to be in the theaters right now. E.T. was in the theaters a few weeks ago.
Hmm.
Rogue One has had a few IMAX showings right now. They're doing anything they can, the theater owners. But yeah, uh, September's just going to be a bit dry until
Yeah.
like Don't Worry, Darling comes out in a few weeks.
it's it's interesting because it felt like we had so many big movies to be looking forward to. We really have hit this like dead period where we're still kind of waiting for the prestige movies to come out this year. And so I like the ideas that are coming out, but if the product's not there, people are gonna just stay home still. So the state of movies, a continued topic on this platform and on this program, but we'll be talking about it more when it comes. Let us know if you sign up for Movie Pass and what your thoughts are on it as it rolls out. I think we're gonna stick with AMC ourselves.